Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this giant world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find
if I do it in A, it can be a little more.
From every house and every child in the land, I know you don't really, truly understand what's in your name, what are the powers that you hold. When you hear privilege, do you think that you're told to be brave, to shut up in silence, fear the heart that's beating, blood all around in the depths of silence? Do you long to see your name in the sand of time? It slipped away in the night with the bright star. Then all of a sudden it turned to ash in the sands and grains of time. What do you see? What do you breathe in the silence of the grenades and warfare? Don't you ever breathe? You don't know what it's like to shut up and live with the lump of your mother's hair. Don't you ever think that you got it so bad? What's in a name? In that grain of the moment, like the shield of desperation. Do you want to leave your mark of blood on the ground? Do you want to leave it on the ground and leave it with the sound of silence?
Kind of
might have something there.
I was gonna say that was actually kind of nostalgic. Probably about halfway through, it reminded me. I was born in '91. It reminded me. I can't think of the chick's name, but
I opened the door, you walked on out. I went and screamed but didn't shout. You turned around and walked away. Whatever more could I say? Don't stop those turns, those corners, blow those red lights. It's shorter. Hide out inside that quiet room, in the quiet space, without a human case. We looked around, but what we seen was just the world and everything in between. I don't know where to go from here, but time's ticking and I can't stop. You know climb right to the top. The ladder's getting shorter every step I climb. We ain't so different, you and we ain't so different, you and we ain't so different, you and I. We ain't so different, can't you see? There was no other way to be, and then you turned, walked away. There was nothing else that I could say. I know that we are so different. You would have done the same big thing. I know we're only human. I'm a human too. We ain't so different, you and I. We ain't so different, you and I. We ain't so different. Till we touch. Stay 5 feet away from me. I got disinfectant spray. You better stay away before you will decay on the rays of my spritz, 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 and spray. Stay 5 feet away. Oh my god, I just cracked myself up.
Gonna do that mouth guitar.
But I think that was more like I don't know, maybe like a lead guitar, but it wasn't like, I can do now.
I like that.
What you got?
I got a lot of bad habits and not enough money to feed them.
Got a lot of bad habits, not enough money to feel.
Mom.
And I'm talking about the cheddar cheese and butter, the greens that I like, I wish I could steal. But I'm too good to do this bad things, but I'm no good for being myself. I'm just a thief at heart, but I know. Come on.
Oh, that was so good. This is so good. Like seriously, that beat right there is so nice. Like,
can you throw down? Let's go.
Yeah, I can throw
Let's
down.
play.
Give me a sec.
All right.
Wanna move faster, but hey, give me a second. Always wish that I could see. Never been blind, but always had it going when I never did it wrong. Living for today, ain't got nothing else to say. Been on the way, I complain. Oh no, I ain't really got nothing.
Alright, so I'll take it to your little story, right?
That's all I can write about.
This story's about a boy and his country. Singing too dumb but petty on the radio.
Bruce Springsteen.
And wishing his mama nothing but the best. Talking about what is lost, that fake love and hope that he holds back as he reaches for the skies. Reaches for the skies as he grows and flies, as he reaches for the heavens. But what holds him back, he'll never know until he grows to be the best man that he can. I lost it there. And all my books are packed away. I wish I could hold your hand for a lifetime. But I know that's not how life really works. I've spent many pages in my chapters, sometimes to figure out what paragraph should come first. I know that life has given chances and some choices. They say you give only what you get. But I'm gonna write a new chapter. Come on.
That's a good that's a good riff right there. I don't know nothing
else you
about
got?
the piano, but that's fucking good.
Flip it up, Tone. Let's do something else.
Once in a lifetime I saw you, and you seem really blue. I said, son, tell me a story. Tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I see or what you see, so I know how it feels to be you, how it feels to be blue, so I can rain and sunshine down on you. Show me how it feels to see, so you won't just have to be alone. Alone, just know that I miss life home.
Yeah, they're good.
That sunshine
me back, and I'll never be free. Hold me back today. Hold me back. I wish I
Never
could
meant to
sing and
say
play,
I'm
but
sorry.
that's the gist. That's the gist of it. Oh yeah. It is a little bit like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Chicago.
now. So I don't have to say I'm sorry. Oh, now I'm probably gonna get 8-second copyright. So
Well, this one was like, this one was about like
Let me pause this.
about
Just be a trooper, not a pooper. You heard just what I said. Just be a trooper, not a pooper. Not in this day of age. Will you shield your name or just leave that grain as it goes down the hourglass like a sand of salt? Or you're gonna live your life to the fullest. What do you ever? Can't you be a fucking adult? That was kind of like a rap, right? Did I kind of do it? Oh, my ear. I got a feeling, don't you know? In my heart, in my soul.
and then the chorus. I changed.
Oh, I didn't.
Ah, damn. Smack him. Yo.
What did you imagine? Did you play with your dolls and your soldiers? Did you lay on the floor with your siblings or just bounce a ball at the wall? What did you imagine as the child? Did you see your life in a castle? Did you picture yourself eating out of the trash can? You got me. Can you take it back? Did you imagine yourself eating out of a trash can? Or did you see yourself living large and high? What did you see? Running through the grass with the wind blowing wild. I seen the sun shining off a pretty little lass, and yeah, with the sound of surprise. Then I looked in many, many places, good inside. Didn't even was only the first time I looked right through myself in the mirror, and I can't tell you where you're gonna be. Oh, I cannot find my circle in the closed doors that were locked in my dreams. I lost the key.
Do you want to hear the original version of that? I've
Sure.
got that on my YouTube.
Do you want to write personally? Do you want something to be told? Do you want to write personally? Do you feel so bold to tell your story? How you feel and what you have been through? Do you want to write personally? Do you want to tell, or do you want to feel?
Do you want to write
Do
a
you
story?
wanna
And
feel?
that is the golden ticket there. Do you want to write a story? Or do you want it to be told for you?
Do you want to write a story or be told by someone else? Do you want to write a story or save it for yourself? Do you want to tell a story to me? Do you want to share of all of your history? Do you want to go back in time and forever share in the seals of mine? Do you ever want to tell a story? Do you want to sink it so deep that others feel your heart or feel it as it bleeds to the deep, as far as you can go, oceans on the floor until you know you're drowning in the silence, in the bubbles as the air stops flowing in the deep? Do you want that to be told, or do you want to write a story and save it forever old in those? Do you want to write a story, or do you want it told by someone else? Do you want to write a story, or save it for yourself in the mind, in time, as it seeps in the book of your tree? Do you want to write a story? Do you want it to be told by someone else? Or someone? Do you want to write it loud, or do you want to shell it in the mind, the sea as you drown? Think it over. Do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Tell you that would be a
Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings.
And ourselves.
We stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
And listen with your hearts.
we all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. Heroes among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures at stake. And you'll find with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place with love in us all. And you will find together we can save it all. And you will find a place called home, where
Rardy rars. Oh yeah, this is Angified Presents. And guess what? Oh, yes, we are drawing the red curtain because Angified Presents has something very exclusive for you guys tonight. Oh yes, we are going ahead and we are sharing that love, sharing it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe because we have an exclusive, yes, an exclusive interview. Oh, yes. Tonight we have Impress Divinity. Oh, yes. I can't wait to go ahead and get down to the bottom of who she is, where she comes from, and most likely where I'm going to be following her at on all of her platforms. Yes, Impress Divinity. She's a New York based artist and author. She is most notably known for her works MadeMe and GodChangeNot. She is also former half co-founder and co-creator of rap duo A Tribe Called Nazareth, which broke up in 2025. Currently, her self-published work, The Wrong Series, is available via Kindle. Her most known interview on YouTube titled The Sperm Is Not the Spirit via Saneter Studios. Woo! We have Impress Divinity.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
it is so nice to meet you.
It's awesome to be here with you.
Oh, I can't wait to find out more. So let me just get down to where did you come from? Is it like your great grandparents? Like, what was it like, you know, great grandpa's nutsack, or it was like great grandmother's ovaries? Like, where does it come from? Because you are so talented on the writing, on the melodies, on your flows. Like just oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, awesome. Awesome. It's amazing that you frame the question that way because I definitely always view myself as the product of a matriarchy and a lineage of women that made the hard choices and the sacrifices where basically I'm the sum of that constant, you know, betterment of my family lineage. And it does begin with my great grandmother, who was a poetry, spoken word, talented woman. And she was very revered for that. She did that in church. And like people just had to hear Leora Davis's poems. And then my grandmother, Ella Baxter, made a living her entire life in and out of the church as a working singer and musician. She was a keyist, so piano, organ, all of that.
Wow.
And, of course, I looked up to her, and one of the first things looking back that I think would have had me on a path to being a rapper, although I didn't see that for myself, my grandmother actually did a rap track back in like 90, 95, 96. I would have been like so young, but I remember
So
hearing her
awesome.
pop that tape in and hearing her on that hook, and she literally did like a rap portion. I was so proud of her, just that moment.
Yes.
And then my mother, Isis Scene, who is a artist, literally like painting, abstract art, and also singer and songwriter. She began shaping me as an artist at a young age, starting with the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
There it is.
So it's me and her sitting on a bed, and she's like, here's the lines, and, doing that with me. And then later on, writing, songs with me. For a time, we did sing together in churches in a
Nice.
group created named Midnight Angels, which
Oh, I love
consisted of
that
myself.
name.
Yeah, it consisted of myself, my mother, my sister, and at the time, my best friend. And I did a lot of writing for the group, but it was a group effort, everyone brought a lot to it. So that is where I come from,
Oh,
where I get
so
to here.
That is so awesome. So you had like multiple like outlets there growing up. You had the artwork, you had the music. I know you didn't think of like rap being your first, but man, to
Yeah.
hear grandma like laid out a
Yeah.
track, like,
Yeah,
oh,
especially
that's
when like up until
awesome.
that point, like she, definitely known for like her singing, her like regardless, like I said, in the church, out the church, like she did it in
Right.
both. But it's like that was the first person like I knew in real life, like do a rap song. And this is like before I would have been in first grade. And like I just remember her putting that
Oh.
tape and it's like my grandma standing there and I'm just like it's her, and she's on the tape, and then she's doing something like I never heard her do before. Even though my grandmother also did the poetry, spoken word side of things too, and I always admired that, with her, often, and she just had beautiful handwriting. So
So did that
yeah.
also get you into writing because you also have a couple books out there?
I think that also is just like was in me. Every woman in my family was a writer, including my mother. It's just if they went on with it further or not. So
Okay.
it was always there. I always had a love for writing, and I often tell people like I'm a writer. Everything else I do is because I can further write. Like it gives me more to write.
I
Like I
love
just
that.
yeah, I just love to write. So I started writing songs because it was like I can write more. I can do poetry. I can write short stories. I can write. I keep a journal because it's like I can write. I just love the feeling of like some writing utensil, paper, and I just like the process.
I love that. I love that. So like your mom has the art canvases
Wait,
and
yeah,
yours
which is
is the pen
amazing
and
story
paper.
because my mother actually did not do art most of my life.
Uh-huh.
It's something she started doing in her late 40s,
Okay.
but you would never know because it's like she just does it at such a level. Like we have like a wall just full of her canvases, and I do have some of her stuff on my social media, and it's like you would never know. But one day it's
It's
like it just
amazing.
activated, and that's why I say I come from such a strong matriarchy that just shows the divinity, within us, and it activating. And when it activates, like anything is possible. And I
That's
don't think
right.
she even ever saw herself like, yeah, I'm an artist because she didn't doodle. Like there was no art she encouraged art in us. We all did art. It had to come from somewhere, even if it was in the
Right.
hidden place, she birthed it out because all of us, my siblings, like we all did art,
Yes.
but she herself did not do art. She just was always like, look at this stuff my kids make. And they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. And it's like, little do you know, it's from within her. Like she were pieces of that birthed. And because she did so much mothering, she didn't tap into it for herself until later in life. And she's like, just amazing. Like I said,
Do you think
abstract concepts.
Do you think it was that, or do you think that after all of the years watching you kids do all the art, that she like took it all in, and kind of learned from you guys, and then when it came to
No,
that time
because
when she had time for herself, like it just kind of
no, I literally think that it was always within her, but
okay,
she just was pouring, and that's why I don't want to get off topic, but
it's okay.
to me, a mother is God in the sight of a child.
Hmm.
Because any good mother knows that when you become a mother, there's so much you pour into your children. And
Yeah.
most people just think about the getting up early, making breakfast and cleaning. Yeah, all of that too. But I mean, literally, people don't see how we are therapists, we are motivational
Yes.
speaker, we are life
Doctors.
coach. Yeah, doctor, right? No, definitely doctor. Like
Chef.
you begin to cultivate things that like whether they were there before or not, they now either
Right.
develop or come to another level of things that weren't
Right.
before as you are caring for this other soul and being and bringing them in the way. So, my mother, here's how I will say art was from her in our life and
Okay.
encouraged us to do art. my mother did things in my reality that other parents did not do until decades later. Like it wasn't popular. Like my mom
Okay.
took parenting classes. She did all of that. She was the first one that really like told us like, it's not healthy that like kids are seen but not heard. Like you're people, you have thoughts, you have feelings, she sat us down, she had these conversations with us. And
Mhm.
so she would come home with like random things. Like I remember one time she got a t-shirt and she like, had glitter glue and all this stuff. And she was like, you guys just do anything on this. And just things like that. African like art pieces that were kind of coloring book style, but like big posters
Okay.
and just like crayons, markers. And she's like, color this in like
So
however you
neat.
feel. So she encouraged and built that in us
Yeah.
as being unaware because as she became a mother, she just was like, I'm going to make these people like the best that I can. So she didn't cultivate it for herself, even though it was there, but she cultivated it in us. And then later like rewind and like divinity does that it gets
Yes.
the stolen time back. And it's like now I'm gonna birth this through me, and the art she does is so different from the art that I do, my sister does. Like it's just
Oh, that's
different, it's not even
awesome.
what we do. And
Can
no one knew that
I
was
like?
like in her.
Can I be adopted? Like, your
Ah,
mom
my
sounds
mom,
awesome.
she is definitely the person who oh, like the person who just loves like, the wounded soul, the person who just needs a cheerleader, she is just a nurturing
Oh.
goddess. And like I just, when growing up, we used to want to protect her because we're like, Mom, you were too naive. You were being too, you know what I'm saying? Like you just,
Yeah.
but no, it wasn't that. It was her superpower. Like she just
Yeah.
understood the frequency of love and like what it could do and had the faith in it. And
Right.
so there's a famous interview, DMX, like as he's going through his last days. And he's like, when he deals with people, everyone gets the blank slate. Everyone. He doesn't care what he's been through.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you have now the power to shape every good opinion I'm going to have for you, every negative opinion. And based off what you do, then that's when I give you the me that you've earned. And like my mom had that concept, and I watched her exercise that, in her life.
I like
And
that.
so even with that, I think watching her be such like a loving, forgiving, motivating person, no matter what people chose to do with the opportunity, is a part of like why I'm the way I am, with pouring into people in the areas I do. I don't do it like her. Like people meet us and they're like, "Yeah, I'm scared of your daughter," because I definitely can be a little more. I think I said in one of my
Intimidating.
songs, "No dumb in matrix, but I can be dumb in that." I sing a bit. So,
I
yeah,
love
I'm very warm, but I can get hot. I can burn, So I try to be more like her sometimes, actually.
that.
Like let me remember I come from a loving source.
Can you explain your name, Empress Divinity? Speaking
Yes, I
of,
can.
because mom gave you your name, but you gave
Yes.
yourself your name.
I'm gonna tell you, like, it came through a spiritual awakening, later in my life. And as I was going through that spiritual awakening, those experiences, like divinity just kept highlighting to me this name, this title, this quality in myself through other people, through content that was being brought before me. And also around this time is the time that I began to like do music in the way that I do now. And it was becoming clear, like, yeah, you're gonna be rapping. So at first, and some people might remember, the full thing was Empress Urban Divinity, like an
Ooh.
empress, like an imperial,
Okay. Uh-huh.
type of thing, urban divinity, because that's where I come from. And to highlight that all royalty doesn't look like Cinderella. It looks like you. It looks like me. It looks
That's neat.
like every day, getting it out, like Tupac said, that rose through the concrete.
Right.
And but it wasn't sitting right. Like I loved it, but like divinity was on my back. They're like, that's not what we're saying. We're not saying that. what are you saying? You know, like as I'm going through, because it's
Yes.
just not. And finally, it came Impress. A lot of people think it's Empress, but it's Impress
Yes.
Divinity, because that's what I've done my whole life. It's been a difficult journey. It's been a lot of things that, facing, I think people like to call it the dark night of the soul now and everything. But my goal has always been to be impressive to divinity, to walk on a path that says, like, hey, at the end of the day, you did a good job, my good and faithful servant. Like, however way I get to that next level, like, nah, bro, I did some works here. And so, like, my mom often laughs when I talk about how I'm gonna be talking to Jesus and them, but like, they know me. Like, you ain't gonna be no, I don't know you. You know me. Like, you can say I'm going to hell, but you know me though. Like, we ain't gonna do that,
I love it.
And so that was like the divine telling me, and we recognize that. Like, I see that in you, and that's my standard for you, and that's everything you do. I want you to keep that first and foremost, that you are looking to impress me. When you write a book, you're looking to impress me. You make a song,
Right.
it's to impress me. And I'll send my people who can, love it, vibe with it, support it. But it's not about that. If I send no one, you're doing it for me, you know?
Mm-hmm. I love that. I had to ask
Oh, yeah, no, I understand.
because I love that impress.
Hmm. Yes.
Because like you said, I mean, a lot of people are thinking the Empress. They're not
Yeah.
thinking impress. So
Yeah.
that was a beautiful play on words.
Yeah, like definitely, definitely.
Do you want to go ahead and maybe talk a little bit about your books that you have out there on Amazon? So everybody
Yeah.
knows because you are a writer,
Yes,
and
I
I want
am
to
a
make sure
writer.
you get that out there.
Yeah, hold on, because I do have I just so I can show like the cover um of the
Yeah.
book, because I have it here.
This is so awesome.
That's another thing that I love. Like, you remind me of my mom in that way. Like, she is also like a, just amazing bubbly person, but like means business, and like I sense that in you, like, so much. I'm like, yeah, she is that, but it's because she knows how to get it done. That's
Bring out the
why.
mommy in me.
Yeah, I'm like, she's like this because she gets it done. Like, like you better recognize that when you see her, like, and it's the same way that, my mother is, she is
Yes.
also too, like, she is so bubbly, but she gets it done,
Oh, this
so
adoption's starting to look a little bit better and better.
she she is always looking for kids. I'm trying to tell you, like, she loves it. She was just so happy to become a grandmother herself, when she has the
Oh, well,
example of grandmother,
we could do that too because I got 3 grandchildren. Look at this is
Ah,
see, it's
yes,
falling into place.
yes. Okay, so I have the cover here. So this is book one. Hold on. I should move it where we can see a little better. Oop, they're making it. I have to keep it back here, I think. Oh, hold on. Let me try turning on the brightness. Because I have physical books, but they're not in this room. But this is book one,
Oh,
The Wrong. And
they're
The
wrong, but
Wrong,
it looks so right.
and that's like a part of what's happening in this series, In this series, you meet in book one, you meet a woman named Tammy. And the book just starts right off with her in the thick of it. Okay, she's come home. She doesn't know what's going on. There's this man in the house, and they have a gun to her father, and it's
Oh
clear that
no.
like they're not feeling him. So she comes out and she is like offering like just anything to like make this not the situation. And I started with that concept because I feel as women, we often do that. Like we're like, I'll sacrifice myself so everybody else is okay. And that's kind of what she does, you know. But as the book goes on, you come to see that there's more complex things in her background before this moment even happens, which I don't want to spoil what,
That's right.
the
You guys
plot
have
gets
to
to.
read it.
Yeah, but basically, overall, the story is summed up by all bad people have done good things and all good people have done bad things, but we have to know the difference.
Yes.
And in the Wrong series, I am mostly overall teaching through a very entertaining story. I am teaching that, what the difference between a good and a bad person is. And so you follow Tammy, you follow on that cover, that's like how I imagine Alexei Smirnov, and Mark Rico, who she's kind of in this messed up love triangle with, based on their trauma that stems from little boys, being
Oh,
traumatized by
wow.
an older
Mm-hmm.
woman, and they're just like recreating that dynamic through her. And you find them each fall in love in the way love can transform them to their better self, or if they're the wrong person, it doesn't do that. And that's how I
Right.
define a bad person. When in the face of the opportunity for the better, you still choose the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we have The Wrong, which is the first book. We have The Right, which is the second book. And we have The Present Wrong, which is the third book, which are all available. And I'm currently writing the fourth book, The Present Right.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, it goes on.
Oh, right and wrong and right and wrong.
Yeah. And just trying to
Oh,
maintain it. Because, like I said, that's how I sum it up.
that's going to be a
Every
hard balance there, Empress.
And, and it is, but when we all have, and I think that's the other thing. I think if you really read the book, even though it's fictional, you know, so there are some exaggerated situations, there are some, but I still like, even in my exaggeration, it was so important for me to write it realistically. I wanted people to see the situation and easily see themselves. Like, even if it's not that exact situation, maybe it will take you to a situation so similar to it in your life, and you will reflect and maybe see it in a 360 view you didn't see it before. And
Right.
that's the other thing that I've loved about when people have read these books and come back to me with feedback. I've had people say how it's healed them, it's made them confront their trauma. Um, I've had people tell me like there's things they didn't even think about for years, but when they read a situation that happened in this book, it brought them to it. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was like they were able to smoothly unpack it. Like it wasn't a traumatic triggering brought to it. It was, like safe where, they were able to be in that place and sift through it and get out of it, and it's always amazed me when that's happened because my writer journey, I got to a place where I just couldn't write. And so I went to, God, the divine, and I'm like, please, like, I need to write. It's like a fish with water. I'm not going to be able to live if I can't write, And I was like, and this is the beginning of the name Impress Divinity. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
if only you will read this book and I never show anyone, I need to write a book. Please let me write a book. And that's how I began writing this series. Not just one book, I got a series, which I did
Three and
not
four
know
on the
I was
way.
getting. Yeah. So it's like, when people come to me with that, because I wrote it only intending for it to be for myself. And I remember when like the first person read it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this for Divinity, but I'm gonna try to keep in mind that when the divine sends somebody and they love it, like that's success enough. It doesn't need to be, best time seller. It doesn't need to be this, that, another, third.
Right.
It's like it's great if it ever becomes that, but in a real way, I want to be effective. And I think people downplay nowadays numbers because when we do have social media and it's like, you see 1K and all that, but I often tell people, if you looked outside your Ring doorbell, okay, it's ringing, and you look at that video feed and there's 50 people out there, you're
Yeah.
gonna feel some kind of way, right? So when you get 50 likes on a post, feel some kind of way. Feel
Yeah.
positive. you know? That's why I tell people, like, I don't care if it's one, like, if you had one consistent person in real life, every time you
Yes.
sing, every time you do something, they're like, hey, it would mean something. So don't let the metaverse, it's a tool that we have to let divinity make us use for the side of light in consciousness, but don't get it twisted. There is a game being played, and don't let it mess with your mental. You have to stay grounded in what's real.
And I love that you brought up the fact of trauma and it
Hmm.
not being a trigger. Because
Hmm.
there's so often in books and in movies and everything that we see, social media,
Hmm.
that it just comes at you in the sense that it can trigger someone, you
Yeah.
know, trauma, PTSD, maybe
Hmm.
they're currently going through something, you know.
Yes.
And so for you to be able to stick it in a book and it be calming and being able to actually open up like that, because
Yeah.
again, I know you said that, it was mainly for you and then it turned
Yeah.
into something bigger, but to
Yeah.
be able to go ahead and help others through the traumatic issues as well in a
Yes.
non-invasive or a way that would make someone like go through like flashbacks and
Yeah.
triggers, I
Yeah.
applaud you for that.
Yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
what I think that comes from is the style in which I write the book. I think it does kind of qualify like in the dark romance area, although I put the disclaimer out there. There's so much more going on than just the dark romance part of this
So
book.
it's not just 50 Shades of Divinity.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Just like Empress Divinity herself is a pretty complex and, palatable person, there's a lot going on, but the way that I write the book was very sympathetic and very real. Like I try to let people understand when I'm writing these books, it's not it's not simply my thoughts. Like
Right.
I write the book and I see these people. I see them and I feel them and they're separate from me. So what I
Hmm.
write is them. It's not me in a fantasy of like who I would want to be and what's happening, it's them. And so I write it with like empathy and respect. And at the same time, I write it I feel my job with telling this story is to tell it, not to shape it. I don't want to tell you what you're supposed to feel about the character. I don't want to tell
Yeah.
you how this is supposed to like, I'm not telling you if this was right or wrong. I'm just telling you the story, the facts, what happened. And then with the actual storytelling, I am as authentically as possible trying to get the personality and thoughts and actions of these people down on paper you know
That's awesome. Yep.
so I think that the way that I tell it, it's like when the people go through this moment from how they've told it to me, it's like it's like I'm there as they're having this memory, or like they just feel that already, like empathy or understanding, or based on how they've been able to process the
And
moment they came
associate.
to,
Hmm.
they're able to look at their situation. It's like they've already been kind of prepared to face it, you know. So,
Nice.
it would never be my intention for anyone to be triggered, although there have been triggered people. But I think that it's because, we all have a certain journey. And
We
I
do.
think the more open you are to change, to growth, um, and believing that it can happen anyway. I always tell people if God wants to speak to you and you're open to hearing God, you will open Harry Potter and you will hear the words of God in Harry Potter.
Absolutely.
And so, being a writer and hearing people come back and say, yeah, this was like changing for, I'm like, yo, I'm happy because I believe that it can be that way. So, even though I'm really telling you this entertaining story, you may miss like some of the psychology and some of the like self-improvement you're doing just by reading it. And I say you're doing it because, like I said, I'm not trying to tell you how to take this story in,
Right.
even though the tools are there.
That is the greatest quality of a great author. not telling you how to feel about the character. This is who this person is.
Exactly.
How you take them is how you take them.
Yeah, like I tell people, sometimes I was writing this story, I'm like, girl, what? Why are you doing that? Like,
Yeah.
I'll take pauses because I'm just like, I do not like where this story went. I don't like what y'all did here. Why? And I'm like, I'm not doing. And then God reminds me, you said you would write it for me.
There you go.
Oh, I'm like, let me get back to the computer. I can't be too mad. I asked to be given the story. So yeah.
That's like the double-edged sword with karma.
Yes.
You know? Gosh, I wish I could wish something bad, but if I wish something bad, something bad's gonna happen to me.
And yeah,
No.
like so no, it's like I had to stick to it and keep going.
I love it. So, at what point did you decide that you were going to do music?
Well, as we've
Because
spoken,
I know you were saying about like the band and church
yes,
and things of that sort.
yes.
But as far as getting into the rap, at what
Okay,
point did you decide that you were
so
going to start changing up a little bit your style
okay,
of
so let's
church? Go
okay.
ahead.
You know how there's a song, I think it's Erica Badu and Common,
Okay.
the love of my life, you are my friend. I love that track because that is my relationship with hip hop. It's literally like hip hop was always there. I was 8 battle rapping with my mom's karaoke machine, and she would let all the kids come in like on Friday, and like we could
Nice.
just use the karaoke machine and battle rap, or just like freestyle.
Nice.
And when I would do it, you know, I would notice people's reaction to me doing it, and everything. But it was like, this is fun, like we just do this, like that's where I come from. It was like something we do just because, like, we're poor, we don't got toys, we got so we're doing this. And you know, that was always a thing. And even though I am not a freestyler, but I always loved getting in the ciphers. I always thought it was like fun. I liked the energy. I liked flowing with others and connecting and seeing how we affected each other. But I did not write my first rap until I was 15, and
Okay.
it was to Lil Wayne's Something You Forgot. And
Okay.
it came because I'm a lover girl, and I called myself being heartbroken, and I wanted my ex back. So I said, I'm gonna rap about this. A song doesn't it doesn't quantify how I feel, Like you need to hear this. You need to hear how I feel. And
Right.
it went something like you may not know I wanted to be your wife, have a few kids, a picket fence around the house. My future was brighter when I was with you, but now I see shades of blue where the frame was filled with you know. So
Oh.
yeah, like it was so lover girl. Like I think people don't realize that about me. I'm so like when I'm in love, I'm in love. But so that was the first rap that I wrote. And so, like, being like a person with poetry, I was starting to have problems with writing,
Okay.
trauma response, things going on in life. So it just wasn't flowing. So I would find myself, writing, you know, raps because it was easier to write when there was music. But I wasn't like making recordings or showing people or anything like that outside of like when I would join in ciphers and stuff of that nature. Um, it really was not until 2015 that you know, I ended up rapping. I cannot tell, like, I ended up rapping. I made my whole first album, which is unreleased, called Walk on Moons. And like, it was like, it has a microphone queen, which is a play on Rakim's, microphone fiend. So it's that track, and it's basically, everybody I know losing their soul, losing control, mind them and stole, act like you know, and it's like it just flowed, just rapping just flowed. I still used a lot of the singing elements, but it's like rapping told my story. It told who I was more
Love that.
authentically. So it was 2015 that I started it. And then around 2017 is when I found BandLab because a bitter ex actually was trying to be mean, was actually trying to be mean and thought that I wouldn't be able to work out the technical part of like recording music, like
Okay.
thought I wouldn't be able to. So it was kind of like a challenge, like, hey, get up here, you know what I'm
And
saying?
you
Like,
just
but it
like
wasn't to
punched
be,
it right in the face.
yeah. So yeah, like actually I went up there, and when I went up there, I was so like, okay, I can be creative, because all along this way, I knew people making music, but it's like I'm the person nobody ever wants to see win. So it's like I would ask questions. I'm like, I remember MySpace first had the little thing where it's like
Oh
you
my
could put
goodness. Yes,
your
your
own
own
songs.
music.
Yeah, and I remember
It's
I
so
have a
bad
cousin who
now.
does music, and I had my friend who I literally later on ended up in the Midnight Angels with. You know, they put their own music up there. So I was after them like, how did you do that? How did you record a track? And nobody's
Yeah.
telling me. Nobody wants to let me know how to do it.
Oh, that's
So
mean.
yeah, so it's like from like 2008, maybe a little before then, I'm trying to
Oh,
find out like how do I record music? And like I said, my whole first unreleased album, I recorded using, I think, FL Studio,
okay.
mobile edition, before I ever knew anything about like, BandLab. So I really mastered recording without using FXs. So a lot of like what you hear me do with my voice and everything is me doing it with my voice, you know?
Yes.
Um, and I think that also comes from the musical side. Like a lot of artists that I admire were artists that were very like dynamic style wise and with how they can sound. And yeah, so 2017 I got up there, and somewhere around that same time is when I make my first mixtape, Death, Burial, Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about this one.
Yeah, Death, Burial, Resurrection. Oh, like it was hard, man. Like 2017, like around that time, like financially, like my family was in a hard place. You know, I was becoming the more mature woman that I was growing into, that I am probably now today. And I just had so much that had been poured into me, in life at that point and in divinity through the spiritual awakenings and everything. And that album basically celebrates all of what I was in that moment in those truths.
I love that. Yeah, it's like you're just had your goblet and everything just gets poured in.
Yeah, like it was just moments like when I was writing for that album, like I knew that like the track was composed on paper correctly, because it's like I would be writing certain bars and like without thought, and it's like I would just stop and I would just be like crying, just
Yeah.
crying, because like the truth that was being poured through me onto that paper. And later, and there was times even with recording where it's like I had to do another take and everything, because it's like I couldn't get through the line, because it's like I'm just, because of the motion, because of
Yeah.
the anointing, because of the feeling of divinity with me in that room, and knowing like God is here,
Yeah.
and that's
He
how,
says, empty out the gift I gave you.
yeah, and that's how it felt making that album for me, that mixtape.
That's awesome. Can we listen to Death, Burial, Resurrection?
Yes, let's do.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Yay! Make sure you go ahead, guys. Like, share, follow, subscribe. All streaming platforms at Impress Divinity. All platforms. You can go to bnd.link Impress Divinity in the description of this video, and yeah, you can see on the bottom as well. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Go read those books. Yes. Here she is. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Yes. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we have Empress Divinity. Death, Burial, Resurrection.
Take my house in private, that's a different flex. So I say my prayers daily, repent, reflect. Lord, keep me from the serpent's walk in the valley. They surround me. My biggest villain in the mirror, looking black at me. I'm mean, looking Jew to me. I'm mean, Hebrew run through me. Holla, holla, holla. My biggest villain in the mirror, looking back at me. I'm mean, looking through to me. I mean, sin run through this flesh that cover me. Ash to ash, dust to dust. In the end, it all falls. In the end, it all falls down. Let the bodies hit the floor, let the trumpet sound. We got repent time now, we got the call, but do we have the answer? Right down to the wire, Holy Ghost to face the fire. Two sides and neither side is backing up or backing down the fence line in sight. Tell these sheep will do a dime in my hair, telling virus. You gon' be free, little bitch, old nigga, or your mom be ready to die. We got an army at his Christ, we got a mission, and made to win, made to bring that kingdom come through these vessels. That will be done, no longer suppressed. I'm not a son, we not a son. The time is now, we go ahead and throw up the sun, throw up the sun, throw up the sun, but watch the signs of the time. These people silent, get to come, moaning, groaning, sobbing. Earth pains, crying. The Holy Spirit speaking, so my pen is gliding. These not my words, I just got the answers on it. Take my L's in private, that's a different flex. So I say my prayers daily, repent, reflect. Lord, keep me from the serpent's walk in the valley. They surround me, my biggest villain in the mirror, looking black at me. I mean, looking Jew to me. I mean, Hebrew run through me. Holla, holla, holla. My biggest villain in the mirror, looking back at me. I mean, looking through to me. I mean, sin run through this flesh that cover me. Take my L's in private, that's a different flex. So I say my prayers daily, repent, reflect. Lord, keep me from the serpent's walk in the valley. They surround me, my biggest villain in the mirror, looking black at me. I mean, looking Jew to me. I mean, Hebrew run through me. Holla, holla, holla. My biggest villain in the mirror, looking back at me. I mean, looking through to me. I mean, sin run through this flesh that cover me.
Well, I ain't falling down. I'm staying on the floor.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites on the
Awesome.
album.
I
Like
love
when I was
that.
sending it for the album, I was so in between because I was like Death, Burial, Resurrection or Clouds, Death, Burial, Resurrection, Clouds. Like because they're both the more like that kind of energy of that album. But I
And
think
then you
that
got
one
that
really just
smoothness on that hook.
yeah, like yeah, exactly.
You're like, I'm just gonna sink in. Come on.
Yeah. Which is ultimately what I
Oh, I
want. Like I
love
want
it.
people to feel like I want to make music for people's lives. So
Mhm.
I want to have something for your living, like whatever you're living in the moment, happy, sad, party, a glass of wine, relaxing after a hard day, like whatever. I want you to have something from me where it's like it's for life. You're living.
Right. I love that because there's so many times that's what we do. We work, we pay bills,
Hmm.
we go about our routines, but we forget to live.
Exactly. And
I love
so with
that.
being because I think I've mentioned this before. I'm a non-traditional type of gospel artist. People reject that idea, but I'm going to claim it. Y'all are going to let me be a gospel artist. But I think that my approach is that I'm not preaching at anyone. There's no
Mhm.
need. We're living life. And I feel at this point, people know the divine. Like, whatever
Yeah.
name you want to call it, I'm not trying to give you a name. You know God,
Mhm.
I know God. You know when you've been at that low place and
Yep.
that power that came, I know that power. We can recognize it in each other. And I'm not fighting
That's
you on a
right.
name. But when I make this music, I'm trying to make it for those people who know and like, the same way we have like the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? We have
Uh-huh.
music for all of that. Like, nah, man, over here in Divinity, when you're making love, I want to have a love track for you. When you are
Yeah.
celebrating and you're turning up and you're
I
you're
love
you're
that.
having that moment, I want to have a track for you. When you're feeling introspective and you're feeling thoughtful, I want to have a track for you. I want to be able to encourage you in the low places, and at the same time do drop those keys or spread whatever wisdom given to me that maybe someone will hear for the first time once again, like in a track where it's just like, oh, this feels good, this sounds good. Maybe you're not catching what I'm saying at first, but you keep listening to it, and one day you're like, huh, hey, I can make a
Right?
new boundary. I can choose to stop doing something, or I can make a new avenue in my life, and I just never considered it. And now here's change.
Oh, I so love that. And you know, if you guys go ahead and subscribe to her, you get all those feels for any type of mood. And if there is some kind of mood that you're feeling that you haven't found a song, well, she is a writer. Go ahead and hit her up.
Oh, definitely.
You
I love
know?
that. Definitely.
Yes. Let's inspire each other to evolve.
Yes. Yes. Love that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me about this interlude 90s vibe because you got me like in
Yes,
the like
okay.
moving
The
spirit
interlude
feeling.
90s vibe, for shizzle my nizzle and surely my bizzle, I had to bezel just a little, like I it's like
We gotta send that to Snoop.
and that's what I was referencing because it's like, even though I have like carved out a sound that, when you first hear it, it's like, okay, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, like, why did she, why did you make that sound, But I always tell people, whether it's my writing, my personality, my music, if you give me a chance, I think I have something you're going to love. You might not love all of it, but something you're going to love. And 90s interlude was just like, I am a baby of the 90s. And I do think it was a part of the golden era of music. And I wanted people to understand, like, look, I am a hip hop artist. Like, stop, because people who knew me for singing and everything, like, they wanted to pigeonhole me. People try to come against your evolution.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, nah, I am a hip hop artist. And you are going to respect me just like you respect Lauryn Hill. Just like you respect these, you're going to respect me. You're going to see who I am. And I wanted to just like, people like Snoop, people like Old Dirty Bastard, Wu-Tang Clan, A Tribe Called Quest, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I want to make a track that is so undeniably hip hop. And that's where we get 90s interlude.
Heck yeah. Shout out Q-Tip.
Shout out, right? A vibrant thing. That's my joint.
I love it. Let's go ahead. Let's check this out. Interlude 90s vibe. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Guys, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Don't want to miss this. No. And like and comment. Like I said, if you have a suggestion, go ahead and send it to her. Let's inspire each other to evolve. We're looking at Praise Him Interlude 90s vibe. Yeah.
This world can truly have you feeling crazy at times. Like, I'm shook that I even ever doubted my anointing. It's wow.
For shizzle, my nizzle, and surely my bizzle. I got the bezel just a little. See, I am blessed to be a vessel and a data walk official to keep laws and commandments, but that's something unheard. And in a world filled with 666 and lack of virtues, keep it pushing on your whip, keep it steady or rock the ship. New gospel 2022 and beyond, but it's like, yeah, really a tatted. And the chicken press it, don't you forget my real eyes, recognize real lies, bone thugs and harmony. I boo-hoo when I think a lot, and I miss my sense of calling y'all. Wisdom known of a child, and I got that 2020s miseducation of Impress. Y'all don't believe me, just see me. Trinidad James blaring out the speakers. Don't believe me, just watch they see me. And I wanna tell everybody, and I wanna tell everybody, I was blind, now they live, I can see. How was that now remix I be? I was lost, so deceived. Let that little light shine. He rebirthed me to his queen, Elizabeth the First. Miss Nefertiti, spiritual gifts, the divine flowing through me. To this music, I'm a disciple of known and flowing. Yeah, go soul vibes on the microphone. Hit a heartbeat of light, meditating. Oh, great God. Touch my mouth with your hand. I'm a humble servant now. New gospel hitting the speakers. Hey, baby, turn my speakers up.
The universal God who created all humankind in his image, but who created the black and the brown men and women that are indigenous to the earth and every continent of this earth in the image of him and the mother wisdom until the woman of these brown and black nations rises above the lies that we've been told and shed the false femininity and stop catering to weak, lacking warrior spirit, lacking discipline and control men and brown men. We are going to be a laughingstock to the other nations. And in order to defeat the evil of this world, we need our divinity.
So awesomely said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
And I saw your comment. Yeah, I am a big TLC fan. I love
Oh my goodness. I'm
TLC.
sitting back and I was like, dude, this is a total TLC vibe. And I was
Yeah,
like, she's got some T-Buzz, so there's Left Eye popping in there. Oh, and there's the
and
chili runs. I was like, you
I
got
tell you that
all three of
basically,
them
like
packed into
I
that
don't
piece.
say I love them. I love them. I love what, they their dynamic, what they did for all of us women, at the time that they did what they did, like we didn't see women like that, and they did
Right.
it for like all of us. Like we all could really like see like, yeah, crazy,
Salt and
sexy,
Pepper was a
cool.
little like that too.
Yes, Salt and Pepper, they brought a different
Yeah.
edge. They did,
Yes.
So it was like, yeah,
And then as
I
the
love them.
2000s came in, you had En Vogue.
Yeah, they came and brought things. So
Never
yeah,
gonna get
like,
it, never gonna get
yeah,
it.
yeah, no, I love them. And especially early on when I first started rapping, like people would make the like T-Buzz, I mean not T-Buzz, the Left Eye. And I used to be
Uh-huh.
like you think I sound
Yeah.
like
I think they were actually looking for a replacement at one
at one
point.
point, yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I
Hmm.
loved them.
Yeah, I love them. That's it. I do. I still like on the TLC tip, like I still play like yeah.
They're so awesome.
Yes, they really are.
Oh, okay. So tell me about this next piece. It's an
Mhm.
intro. Sincerely, that's perfect.
So yeah, like, when we got to Made Me the project is really like, even though I made the first two albums and everything, I still wasn't very comfortable solo, like as a solo artist. Like I always wanted to be in a girl group. I always wanted to, be in like, Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I like like
I
I
totally
wanted
get it. My first little girl group was called Gemic.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, like I wanted to, I always like had like the five heartbeats type thing in my mind, like, like being a piece of something really big. So
Uh-huh.
like when it continued to shape up like being solo, I was not still very comfortable with like Impress Divinity, like that's it. That's the group. That's me. This, that's it.
Yeah.
So Made Me is about the process of me becoming the secure artist, becoming that, by myself. And so in this intro, you hear me basically saying like I'm getting this from the divine, is downloading into me. I'm confronting like all these different feelings and like I said, being the person that no one wants to see win, no one wants to help. Like I don't know if they're afraid like, oh, if I give her this, she's gonna blow up, or I don't know, but do not want to help you, and also, when making Made Me, I would still be very nervous in between albums and stuff because I was still like traumatized from losing my voice and losing my ability to write. I'm like, oh my God, it's coming back. So I would always be super scared, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do it again. But I begin to see like that's not the place I'm in anymore. That's not the case. And so
Well,
also,
for those out there that are watching this, I know you and I had spoke a little bit about
mhm.
your voice. Do you want to go ahead and just let them know a little
Yeah,
bit? Like,
totally.
because you have
Yeah.
a miracle right here.
Yeah, like I said, I really want to emphasize to people, I'm speaking, we're talking, but if I went to do anything musical, let it be rap, let it be sing, nothing would come out. It's like when Ariel sold her voice to the Sea Witch to be a human, and it's like she just had no voice, nothing would come out. I was traumatized by my life, and by the things that I had going on. And I was trying. And finally, much like the writing, I was like, I'm gonna need to get some help. I can't live like this. Like, this is a part of who I am. So I had to go back to my mom. And I'm like, I can't sing. She was like, what do you mean you can't sing? This is, it's in your blood. What do you mean? I'm like, no. And I showed her, and she was like, heartbroken for me. So I had to go through the process with my mom of like retraining my voice in music and her picking songs that like, made me confront some of the trauma that got me into that position. Like one of the songs that like she stayed on, like she wouldn't let me move past was Where Do Broken Hearts Go? And it was
Good
in
song.
mastering that song, that's when it was like, okay, I can get back to music.
How long did that last?
Oh, I mean, of course, going through it, it felt like forever, but I would have to say maybe 18 months. Maybe 18 months. Yeah. Maybe 18 months. And
That's freaking
it was a
amazing.
period, yeah, it was a period like it's around the time that my daughter was like 2, like around there. So it was a difficult time.
So yeah, terrible twos going on, stress to the max,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
those
and like
diapers are flying
yeah,
off
and
whether
just
you
feeling
want them to
like
or not.
I
There's
lost myself and it was never gonna come back. But I now realize I rejected myself. And so my higher self had to leave me a little bit because my higher self was like, okay, no, girl. My higher self already knew. She's like, you're Empress Divinity. I'm not doing this. Woe is me, a tragic story with you. You play this out, and when you're ready to get back to divinity, I'm going to be right here to be picked up. And
that's
so
awesome.
that's what happened because, your first question, where do I come from? My mom often told me the story when my father saw me for the first time, like when I was born, and he held me, she said he broke down in tears. My father is an old school Puerto Rican male. Okay, we're talking toxic masculinity. And he cried. And, although my dad was ahead of the game though, so dad, because he will be a petty spirit and haunt me. He was very in touch for his emotions for a man ahead of the game. But he cried and he said, my daughter is a star. And so
Oh,
my mom always told me that story. And my mom always raised me like, with a standard. Like she's like, no, I know you're a star. I know. But when you go through certain things in life, and it's like, the things that make you special, people hate you for it. They hate that,
yes.
you're what you are. They hate that you have a standard. They hate that you raise the bar. They hate that you aren't fine with being like, well, I'm here and that's enough and I'm gonna stay here. Like, no, I'm always like, how can I be better?
Right.
And I think that you probably have some experience like in that area. It's
Yeah.
hard, and then being a woman and you have that struggle and then you're going through things with the guys and just life. I got to a place I was like, I do not want to hear. Please stop telling me I'm a star. Please stop telling me I am special when I'm living this regular ass life, going through regular things. And so
Right.
enough of that negative self-talk, like I actually rejected myself.
Hmm.
And I actually had to get back with divinity and get back with myself and re-accept myself.
And show every man out there that you are a whoa man, right?
Yes. Yes.
Give them the
God
what
is.
for.
I-S. God is.
Uh-huh.
That's what we all are.
I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead. Let's check out Made
Oh, and
Me.
also, I want to
Oh,
say something else
sorry.
that's
Go
special
ahead.
about this track. It is
Okay.
the first time you hear my daughter uh,
Oh.
get onto something with me. So you hear my daughter at the end, and it's named sincerely, slash it's perfect because that's what she's saying on track. She's hearing it for the first time. She's like, no, it's perfect the way it is. And I'm like, okay, all right. So,
Oh, that's
you know,
awesome. It's so special.
yeah. So yeah, it's a very
Oh.
special track to me to have like, her on.
You're gonna have to get mom, you, and her on a track.
Yeah, one day,
That
one
would be
day.
so
Yeah,
awesome.
one day. Once I have the
Three
sound and once it
generations.
comes to me, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead. Let's check this out now. Make sure you guys go ahead. Like, share, subscribe. Tune
Please
in.
subscribe. Please like.
Yes. Go
She
on to
deserves it.
Amazon. Read that book. You know. I know I want to check it out. It is
The
not
one thing
50
I want to
Shades of
say,
Divinity though, but you know, explicit content a little, so it's
yeah,
real.
yeah, a little, you know. And I just want everyone to know, if you already have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. So if you already have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. Other than that, it's available as an ebook. It's available as a soft cover and hardcover.
Heck yes. Oh, here we go. Made me sincerely. That's perfect.
Sincerely to God, Holy Spirit red, open my eyes. Since that moment I've had my heart set on a prize. Each year grows shorter and colder from everything around me. I feel a cold shoulder. No kind eyes fall into me, surrounded by vultures. Look into the mirror, see the devil and the angel perched upon my shoulders. They've been saying I'm blessed, I must be the holdup. They've been prophesying that I'm Daniel, David, or Moses. I'm just trying to meet your quota, make it into heaven just to make it in. That's a sincere blessing that I'm redeemed out of sin. Shed the sexy flesh in. Anyway, I pray today in a sincere way. Let me turn ash to ash, dust to dust before I throw salvation away. Finding it a little harder to love the hope each and every hour. Finding it a little harder to feel blessed each and every day. It's like I'm on the loose. Sometimes I wonder if I did die when I was 15 in the attic, been in hell and just now understanding it. Anyway, I heard of Christ speak the message in the day I met him sincerely. I never regret it. Let me die before I lose my soul. Let me go before I am changed by this world. Let me have mercy from your throne. If you see from up high, I'm becoming too low. Give me the courage to die. If that's the way that I become angelic, no longer weighed down by the things that I detest. Yeah, can't overpower it. Why can't I withstand this shit? For what I wanna do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do. And if I do what I do not wanna do, I agree that the law is good. As it is no longer I myself who do it, but it is sin living in me. I know that nothing good lives in me. That is in my sinful nature. So I need that boost, that hope, that mercy. Christ did release, repenting, yet not getting the change I yearn to see, witnessing. Yeah, I know the endless evidence, decipher why I am blessed, not the rest. That's not my job, I digress. You know best. You got a will and a way. I need to submit fully to the law. For in the hour and in the day, I have respect to you each and every way. And have no displeasure in any measure, no diverse ways or insignificant desires of a damn corrupted plane. Then I find myself removed out of sin's ways. What do I have to prove to anything or anyone but you? I always hated the burden of being the type of someone that someone else wants to look up to. Too afraid to drop the ball. They lose their salvation off my loss. Where do I then stand in my eternal light loss? That's a big burden while I'm battling for endurance to keep this walk. I watch people who know the devil is alive still reject Christ our Lord. I don't feel better than no one. I just believe that when I pray, I'm not doing this shit for nothing. I don't think I'm talking to no one. I can't remember a memory where I didn't know your presence, although my sins did force me out your presence. Sincerely believe that every time I call on Christ, he's always made me accepted. We are justified by grace. I gotta win this race. There's no option to lose, so from you I can't hide my face. I sincerely believe that would be an empty task. You are Lord of seen and unseen. You are Lord of dark and light things. You are Lord who brings sight to blind things. With all my might, I will keep this fight. Sincerely, I keep my faith. And when I become weak, Christ carries my burden. I hold his yoke, which is light. I never was afraid to sleep in the dark. The Holy Ghost, my nightlight. Sincerely, Holy Ghost, be my lifelight. You are my lifeline. Without you, I cannot shine. Little light, become a bigger light. Stay away from degraded ass niggas. No more tasting kryptonite. Proverbs is the truth, the way of the wicked man kept out of mind. I don't burn for lust, that's so unacceptable. Adam was crying out to the Lord over glory that was extraterrestrial. From that loss, we got animal lust, a little lower than the angel's form. I don't want a little lower no more. Feeling the things I'm wanting are only because I'm imprisoned in this earth. If I were heavenly in a heavenly world, there are things that would never cross my mind no more. So all praise that Christ's kingdom is in this earth. Cause as I live, I'm suffering. And do accept the gift of God's goodness in this world. He swore by his name, so that's sincere oath. Even though I wanna rush to Abba Father, he gon' make sure that me first inherit this world. Then I'll return to him. where he, the great I am, is all and all in him. Where he, the great I am, is all and all in him. The pains no longer conjure. The pains no longer conjure. Where he, the great I am, is all and all in him. Where he, the great I am, is all and all in him. He will no longer remember.
What?
You can say what you want to say about it.
It's good. It's very good. It has a nice beat. I think he did very, very well. It's perfect.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It's perfect.
There's nothing else to say?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, it's perfect just the way it is.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Alright, Mommy loves you.
I don't
That was so adorable.
Yes, that is my baby.
Oh, I love that. Whew. That went hard, but I love that message.
Thank you.
There are so many times where we don't give the faith,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like you said it earlier in one of your other songs, you kind of filled up your goblet,
Yeah.
and finally are able to release.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, Made Me, that title, because the title track to that album, Made Me, is a Jay-Z track,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, introduce new rap. Yeah, Empress do that. Stay worrying if I really got that encoded like Da Vinci wrote it. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
Made Me is basically me telling the story of that reclaiming myself. Which
I
I
think
didn't even
it's
recognize at the
beautiful
time.
that in your writings and in your books, you write nothing about yourself.
Yeah,
You
no.
completely like keep that separate, and then
Yeah,
in
like
your
yeah.
music, you just kind of,
Yeah, that's
that's
all,
your therapy.
Yeah, like, and it's the testament. At the end of the day, like, if I want to effectively touch people, I can only touch people where I've been touched. you
Mm-hmm.
know so I
Mm-hmm.
have to use that in different aspects of it. So
Mm-hmm.
Made Me goes through the story of all of that, of like, reclaiming myself, like what got me right here, and it even foreshadows the next album, The Test. I knew when writing Made Me I was going to make The Test. I just did not know how I was going to get there. you know um and The Test comes out of, I have a Lord Voldemort in my life, saying there is a person,
Okay.
he who shall not be named. I will never name this individual. But I came to an experience where I just was like, God, why did you let this happen to me? Why didn't you have my back? Why would you do this? Like, why did you set me up? And
Mm-hmm.
the pain, I was just like, oh, like my dreams, like I had to
Shattered.
develop a new person. Like I had to reimagine parts of myself because of this. And also make a decision, and in that I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of, having to hold on to faith that, you know what? These people who are doing what they're doing to us, just like they did it to Christ, just like they did it to others in this big human story that stood for what's right, that,
Yes.
lived the life of example, you are going to have your day, and that's the story of The Test. It's an empowering album. I want people to hear that. And it's not a turn the other cheek album. It's about get ready because we're going to get a day where God is going to put them boxing gloves on our hands and we are
Yep.
going to lump them up. And I
Yep.
just want to like reintroduce, because I think when people think of enlightened people and they think of, people like that, like we have Malcolm X, we have a few people like the Black Panthers and everything, but I don't think that people realize like we're in a dynamic where we have more Malcolms and more of those Angela Davises and more of those radical,
Yes.
like I will knock you out enlightened people
Yes.
than, I love you, you love me. I do, but if you say you hate me, we can box. you
Barney,
know?
help me go potty.
Yes, so that's the story of the test. And I knew I was going to write an album named The Test before I got there. I just did not know what was going to be the process of birthing The Test.
Well, when the time was right, right?
Yeah, yes.
It's all about timing with God in the universe.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
He has it all mapped out, you know?
Hmm.
So, like you're saying in this song, your day will come.
Yes, your day will come. And like I said, I want to encourage everyone, you, me, everyone. Everyone has that one time in your life. It could be multiple, but there's one good time where you're like, this person, karma, divinity, there is no way that you are not going to pay for what you did with me. And you better hope that God does not give me them gloves on that day
Right?
because
We're
I
leaving it
have
in
earned my
God's
right.
hands, but, you
Exactly.
know,
But
when He
also,
gives me those,
also, I don't want to go too deep into there, but
it's fine.
as a minister, people they teach the love of God a lot and they don't teach the wrath of God a lot. And they teach
True.
God using his servants for love and for healing and for all of that, but they don't teach that God very much builds us as an army and
Yes.
expects us to be an army and that a
Yes.
time will come just like the day of wrath where God's people are all about wrath.
Yes.
It's not, and people don't like to preach that, because they don't like the duality of divinity, you know.
Yes.
Um,
It's the
but that's
balance.
real. And so I want people to know, like, leave it in God's hand, but understand a
Yeah.
day is coming where you're gonna get your lick back. You're not taking this
Yeah.
in vain. You're not just turning another cheek just to be beat. You're gonna do some of the beating pretty soon.
That's
So
right.
stay strong. You're gonna get through this and you're gonna get all you're owed.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Oh, I want to be adopted by your mom. I'm just saying. Let's go ahead. Let's check out
Yes.
this new test. I'm loving this. Can't be no next time.
Oh yeah, yes. Can't be no next time.
Whoa. No. Let's do this. Yay! It's
So
so
we're gonna do this like
feminine.
this. Because y'all said y'all want to look at the first back. So, Impress Divinity. Next time I'ma stab you in the jaw, little bitch. Next time I'ma stomp you for his glory, little trick. Next time I'm kicking down your door, dumb bum. Next time won't be no next time. Nah, next time. Can't be no next time. Won't be no next time. We gon' down. Won't be no next time. We gon' down. Won't be no next time. We gon' down. Next time I'm coming to your hood, little bitch. Next time I'm kicking down your door, saying your shit. Next time I ain't here, sorry, you are please forgive. Cause the next time there's no time when we right here at the end. Next time I'm wiggling your jaw until it pop. Next time I'm using ties to snatch your line and put your tongue out your mouth. Next time you won't wish I died or wish you never came out your throat. Cause next thing your ass in the highest. Next time I'ma stab you in the jaw, little bitch. Next time I'ma stomp you for his glory, little trick. Next time I'm kicking down your door, dumb bum. Next time won't be no next time. Nah, next time. Can't be no next time. Won't be no next time. We going down. Won't be no next time. We going down. Won't be no next time. We going down. Next time you waking up in hell where you belong. Next time I'm bashing in your face and tripping very phone. Next time I'm slicing your throat, your lips cutting off. You don't deserve a smile, just like you don't deserve love. Next time I'ma stab you in the jaw, little bitch. Next time I'ma stomp you for his glory, little trick. Next time I'm kicking down your door, dumb bum. Next time, no. Next time I'ma stab you in the jaw, little bitch. Next time I'ma stomp you for his glory, little trick. Next time I'm kicking down your door, dumb bum. Next time, won't be no next time. Nah, next time, can't be no next time. Won't be no next time. We gon' down.
Was that one for an X-Man too?
And this whole album is based off of the Lord Voldemort in my life. And like I said, just channeling all of the faith that I had to hold on to,
So I'm like,
knowing
damn, I
that,
don't want to be on her bad side.
yeah, I mean, um, like I said, it was just so much to put into that album and channel, having to keep the faith, having to, decide who I was going to continue to be. I'm going to continue to be in divinity. I'm not going to let someone's bad choice change who I am.
Beautiful.
But at the same time, like I said, I'm going through this. I know other people are going through different pains, and
Yes.
I'm going to make the soundtrack that basically the war cry because it's coming soon. You're gonna have to face off. And so I made the wartime track, you know?
Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. I'd hate to be on your bad side.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's really, there's duality in divinity. And
Yes.
it's very
That there's a
much
gym
love.
track. That there is a gym track.
Listen, it's very much love, is very much all that. But yeah, I am
It
not the
is.
one. If you want to come against my divinity, if you want to come against my purpose, you want to come against my family, those I love, what I cherish, then no, you don't want to meet me in that way. You
That's
know?
right. I love that. Yeah, it's totally a
Hmm.
gym. That's totally a gym track. When you feel like putting those weights down, you don't feel like
Yeah,
doing it
like,
anymore.
and
That's
like,
next time, though. There's no next time.
oh yeah, no, 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 no next time. Because then people get that messed up too. Like, that
Yeah,
was God why you got to do what you did. God
yeah,
wanted you to make a choice. But if you come over here again, okay, like
right.
you try that
You're gonna
again.
meet the maker.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely.
Oh my goodness. So I have a question. You
Hmm.
you also have children.
Yes.
Um, so let me ask this out there. If
Hmm.
you were to go ahead and you were to give advice to a child
Hmm.
on going ahead and writing and being artistic and changing even like genres and stepping out of what they're used to and maybe changing like you did into rap, what
Hmm.
advice would you give them?
Never put your worth into the hands of others. Never. Never. Never determine your success by the numbers. Never. Your success is predicated upon you actualizing what it is that you conceptualized and making it happen. If you can pull it from the unseen realm and make it physical, you are successful. And whoever can love it loves it. Whoever hates it, they hate it and has nothing to do with you unless you give them that power.
I love that. I love that. That was beautiful. That was perfect. I'm stealing your daughter's line.
No. Oh my goodness.
That was
But no,
perfectly
honestly,
said.
yeah, like I spent a lot of pain in putting my worth in others, like waiting for, I think the only thing that people can say, like fame, or waiting for a lot of people, oftentimes people are not, and I say this in music a lot, they're not going to get it until someone's telling them to get it,
Hmm.
and then it's a little too late because in no mean way, like
Yeah.
I'm acting brand new. If you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, you ain't gonna be with me eating you're not gonna be
Apple
eating
pie.
bass fishing. Yeah, you're not gonna be there. And since we're on that topic, I already mentioned, the incredible women in my family, and big up in my
Yes.
mom once again, Isis Scene, um, you know, there are people who poured into me, for the first time in my life that got me to where I'm at now. Like my first and mainly only music video was with artist Smooth Deep, a UK-based artist, and I call him the professor. He makes content outside of this just music and like his mind, like, so I call him the professor, you know, and like I was nobody when he offered me the Next Gear collaboration, where I got on a track with seasoned artists that, and he allowed me to open that track. Like, that amazing, amazing. I'm looking to do more work with him soon. Um, I mentioned Sammy Jewel, producer, first and only producer, like made tracks directly for my sound, mix and mastered them. Like I said, I have amazing works with him, God Change Not, Boom Bap Queen, and many more. Gloomy Sunday he's also an artist, and I'm on that track with him. Once again, ConArtist. I got a big up ConArtist, for the track Aaliyah.
Yeah.
He really invoked the storytelling aspect of hip hop, which is not something that I, use as an artist, in my style often. But, he brought that, and it brought growth. It made me step out of my element. It made me do something that I normally wouldn't have done, and also self-develop because, I had to take a step back and reimagine things that I've been through or, that I've witnessed in order to write that, Um, I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anyone out who definitely deserves their name called
Heck
in this
yeah. Shout
process.
out.
Yeah, like I said, these people, I'm naming them because, like I said, pivotal. Like what they've done for me in artistry is like, I tell Sammy often, like, I'm the artist that I am today because of you. Because up until Sammy, like, I'd never had a track that was like designed like a producer's like, I've heard Impress Divinity and like I'm making a track for you to be on, and you know, um yeah, like he's done that. He's done that time and time again. And he's in Spain, so I want to shout out the UK. I want to shout out Spain because I've gotten love, over there from you guys. And, and ConArtist, which I'm hoping to, do some further work with him. I don't know how much he wants me to say about that, but just know new stuff from ConArtist is coming because I'm definitely, I'm definitely in line waiting to get that
Yeah.
next thing from him, so, with that being said, I'm a very, very loyal person. If people take the time to pour into me and, they want to see me progress, they want to see me grow, like I'm going to give that back. I'm going to keep that in mind, And the main thing I ask for people is that I have a standard for myself and I ask for others to meet that standard. So I want to see you grow. I want to see you progress. I want to see you, like, if I know you this year, I want to see something about you that's different next year,
Yes.
and I don't want you tethering to me, eating my energy, but it's not reciprocal. And I don't want you trying to hold me back because I'm not trying to hold you back,
That's right.
And so, I think that people who really
She'll
love to
curb kick
grow,
ya. Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, like, but people who really love to grow, like, I think that they love, like, feeling that, pressure from me to do that. But yeah, like you said, I get rid of people when I notice that, like, you're not really trying to change or nothing like that,
The
And it's just
evolution
because
just kind of stopped.
we're on
Mm-hmm.
different journeys,
Yes.
And like with my journey, I have to be supernova, so I have to keep progressing. I can't allow myself to become like stagnant or, if I know that it's a time and place for me to change, like one of my favorite artists, Prince, he was not afraid to serve a look. He wasn't
Right.
afraid to change a genre.
Yes.
He was going to grow as much as Divinity like went to the next, and
And he
also
was
my mother,
fantastic.
yeah, my mother, she's been a constant example. Like my mom is tatted, like more than me. And most people don't know, like my mom was not like that my whole life.
Gosh, I so want to adopt. I like want to be adopted by your mom.
Yeah, she got all of that, like, like I was becoming like an older teenager, like closer to 18 than 13, when she
Uh-huh.
got all of, that, And I've watched my mom like, go through life with such grace. I mean, from having like she had to get it out the mud. She had to do it, and I've watched her progress and grow constantly as a person, even as I'm watching her in her mature stage of life, I'm watching her grow, I'm watching her change, I'm watching her reinterpret life.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
A lot of times, especially when we're in our teenage years, we don't look at that until we're older, more mature, and ready to look at that. Our perception
I couldn't
completely
help it. I
changes.
couldn't help it because, my mom, She had to go off on her own at a very early age. Around 14, my mom was on her own, you know, and it's because she knew that there was a lifestyle and a person that God wanted her to be that no one around her was exemplifying. And she knew that she was going to have to make the changes and the hard choices that she didn't see anyone making.
Yeah.
And so by the time you fast forward and she has me at 18, her first child, and there's three of us biologically, um, we grew up isolated. Like we didn't have family, we didn't have cousins and all that, and we grew up far away, so in states with like all we had was my mom and each other. So I was a very introspective child and a child that examined things. And like I said, my mom was ahead of the game, so she spoke to us a lot. She explained a lot to us. And so like I could not help but see her and knew that this was a quality of person, like outside of my mom, taking that step back, like this is an admirable person. This is a person who is like different. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not meeting people like that, day to day to day, So I
Absolutely.
always admire, her first. And I tell people, there's people that I love in music. There's people, but really, honestly, I never had to go too far from home to be like, who's my hero? Who motivates me? Who, like it really was like right there within, and she
Beautiful.
kept that standard. There was times where it was like, like I said, especially when I got to the stage where I'm like, look, stop saying this to me. I don't want to hear this. But like she wasn't letting it go. She's like, no, I know who God says you are, and that's who you're going to be. And she kept that standard and she never let me fold on that standard. And she's always been there.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love your mom.
Yes. Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play this last piece. I know you like that. Do you want to
Yes.
go ahead and tell us about this? Because I know I
So,
liked all of this.
yes. So, the album Songs About Joep, or Joep, it comes off the back end of the decision I made in the test to stay the person that I believe divinity would want me to be. I feel like if you're going through life and you're not loving, you're probably not living. And you're probably not living good. You know what I'm saying? And you can't allow pain to stop you from being vulnerable, from being, open to love and learning from it, understanding that you don't choose how long love stays. You don't choose who love comes through, not when it's real, not when it's real.
Right.
And you have to hold on to that power, regardless, and I believe God sends us love when we need to feel that presence a little more physical. And that's ultimately what it's for. And so songs about, Yoop, I met an individual, like a lot of people wonder, like Yoop is a real person. Like, and things, we parted paths and everything. It wasn't, I won't say it was a romantic meeting, in
So he's
case
not
they
an
ever see this.
ex.
No, he's not
Okay.
an ex.
Okay.
Like in case he ever sees this, like he doesn't know this album exists named, but should you ever see this?
It's a different Jeb.
Yes, should you ever see this? He was such a delightful individual. Such a delightful individual. And he created a space where we mutually acknowledged that a space was created where we were so able to show up authentically, like who we are. And, when I was given the chance, I haven't been given a chance by too many people. When I was given the chance to show up authentically as who I am, the reflection of who I am was so empowering and so beautiful. I said I have to create something that embodies what I experienced. And it also changed my focus on what I'm looking for when I'm meeting people, friends, relationships. It should be like that. When you meet people, the reflection should be so beautiful. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, Prince, he makes a song. He says the beautiful ones always smash the picture, always, every time. Humans are flawed, okay?
Yes.
There's going to come a time where this person who's being channeled, who's being used to bring all this beautifulness, may begin to darken the mirror, may begin to kind of chip at the picture. Leave. Don't let them smash the picture. Like, leave. You know what I'm saying? I think people wait for something to get so bad. Like, no. Pack up your good memories, your good feelings, and say, hey, our time has come to an end. And you know what? I'm a little clairaudient. So sometimes when I'm talking, I hear music. And it's like, have you ever seen the show Out of the Box?
No.
There was this wonderful show back in the day.
Okay.
And it was called Out of the Box. And it was about growing the imagination of children and everything. And they would end the show with this song. And it was like, so long farewell to you, my friend. And then it's basically like, until we meet again. And it's like, it's a beautiful song. Like, everybody, you have to go hear
I'm
it.
gonna
You have
have
to
to
hear
like
it.
look that up
Yeah,
now.
yeah, you're gonna have to go hear it. But it's an incredible song, and it's like that's what I want people to understand, and that's what the album Songs About Joep is about. Love is an energy, and it's God. Don't tie it to a person. It may come through a person. A person may be chosen to channel it to you, and that may be for 2 months. That may be for 2 years. You may get 25 years out of it. You may interweave and walk this whole life path together. But recognize that it is the energy that's being channeled through yourself and someone else. And when you see that the energy is no longer channeling through that person in the way that was so beautiful, hey, in peace and love and in light and in respect and in power of love, I'm not letting you destroy our beautiful picture. It's time for us to part, and we're going to part. Chris Brown says, let it be beautiful. Let it be beautiful. We're going to part. And we're going to, and I'm going to be excited. I'm not gonna ignore that I may be a little down, that I have to let you go, but I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be vulnerable, and I'm going to know that this love is going to circle back. It's gonna find me, and it's gonna be a whole new story. It's gonna be a whole new way. It's gonna be the same but different. I think people get in a trap. They want to be like, oh, I've never been in love before, or I never felt this way, because they want to like try to make it feel special. It's special because we're two different individuals that never
Can
met
I
before.
come to the wedding?
I don't have a wedding. Like
Not
I said,
yet, but when love
not
circles
yet.
back and
But
finds you.
I'm hoping that this will not be the end of our, knowing each other. So
Oh, not at
hopefully you
all.
will, because I do not have any friends, and I definitely don't have like a good
Oh,
girlfriend. So I would love if this story pans out,
you have
you
a
gave me
sister
this
right here.
interview, and then we got close, and then one day I meet this love that leads to marriage, and you're there. That
Right.
would be like, I would love for us to be able to tell that story. But
Oh, heck yeah.
so yeah, like, people get caught up in trying to like be like, oh yeah, I never felt this way, to like try to make it more special, but like it's already special because we're people who never met. So love is always going
Right.
to feel familiar in a good, right way if you've been in love before, but then it's always feel brand new because like these energies haven't mixed.
Right.
We haven't mixed. That's what makes it different. But the energy of love itself is the same. And like, don't let someone's bad experience, what they chose to do with that love, because when we get that love, it's to upgrade us. So you can choose the
Absolutely.
upgrade, and someone else can choose to throw away the opportunity.
Hmm.
Don't make it personal about yourself. Be open to that love coming back and going on a whole new journey and a whole new growth. And know that you have the power to say, this is feeling bad, or this is no longer feeling like love. Leave before it gets to the point where you don't have your beautiful picture anymore. And so this song, first of all, with this person, and like I said, in case they ever see it, you did not do me wrong. You were not a bad person. You did not do anything like that. But we just had a lot going on
But
in
if
our
I
personal
find out
lives.
that you did, I'm gonna come find you.
Yeah, but no, I just found we were on different paths, and like, to try to force, what initially sparked would have turned things unbeautiful. So I decided to disengage, and low key, I'm kind of hoping one day like they'll circle the block. But if not, you know, I'm single tonight. I'm single. Like, I don't know if everyone knows Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, but anyway, you know, they were amazing, and I wanted to celebrate that experience with them. I wanted to celebrate the fact that for the first time in my life, I didn't let it get ugly before being like, hey, it served its purpose. And it grew so much in me. It changed me in a fantastic way. It changed me. And I wanted to share that with everyone. And I wanted to heal people. I wanted to get people excited to be in love. I wanted people to feel like, wow, like this could happen to me tomorrow. It could happen. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, is it going to happen to me tomorrow? But like, it could happen to me 15 years from now. But either way it go, it's going to find me when it's right. And I'm going to be ready.
So awesome. I can't wait. I want to be on this journey with you.
Well, we're on it. We were already like crossing paths, so we're here.
I know. It's meant to be.
Yeah, we're already doing it. We're already doing it.
Well, I know you're going to like this. And I know you guys are all going to go out there. You guys are going to subscribe, share the love, as all this has been beautiful. Hearing about all the shout outs, everybody that's helped along the journey. Mom, Mom, if you're watching,
she will be watching.
I'd love to be adopted.
Yes, she will be watching.
And you guys go ahead, check out those books on Amazon or Kindle. All the links will be in the description as well as the bottom of this screen. Make sure you go ahead, check that out. Subscribe
and also,
to all
anyone
of our
who
channels.
wants about the books also, because we keep bringing them up.
Go ahead.
If you go to my Instagram and my YouTube, I have videos reading excerpts of each of the books. So you can I read about an excerpt from each of the first 5 chapters of each book. So you can test it out by going and watching those, and you may like the story that you're hearing, and that could further get you there, you know, to deciding to read. I would like it if you read. I would like if you read. And everybody, I'm interactive. So if you read it and you hit me up on Instagram and you want to talk, let's talk about it.
Yes. This is Impress Divinity. Let's go ahead. Let's check this out. Oh, I love this. Oh, yeah. Songs About Joep. I know you like that. Part 2.
You like that? Yeah, I know you like that. Yeah. How do I know? Didn't I tell you I'm the shit?
That's the nigga with deal with that.
Lie on your back, massive attack. Slow, gentle touch, give you such a rush. First look, you might run. Why? Cause I'm the shit, dog. Have you off your square? Love at first sight. Love the first night. Will you still be in love, baby? Cause I need you how I want. Lie on your back, massive attack. Slow, gentle touch, give you such a rush. First look, you might run. Why? Cause I'm the shit, dog. Have you off your square? Love at first sight. Love the first night. Will you still be in love, baby? Cause I need you how I want. Lie on your back. I know you like gentle touch, give you such a rush. Yeah, been a moment way too long. Got me missing you like home. Sweet and sour, yes I know, but I'm the flavor you need. I know just what I need. I know just what I want. Not a kid, I'm all grown. We ain't gotta play on the phone. Take a trip, make an appointment. I don't care, just get here. I'm hip, you are mine. Nice and whip, don't make me mad. I like giving a little punishment. No dominatrix, but I could be dominant. Not trying to hurt you, but I could sting a bit. Ooh, I love you, baby. Just let me have my feel. I want a love I can feel. Love in heaven on earth. It don't need mass appeal, but it will appeal. They gon' know what will we have. Forbidden fruit all over again. You belong, join that they hit them other bitches. Hey, who they love, I'll never be tired of what's my own. Work in harmony and work hard, cause as hard as I work, it's as hard as I can love. I remember listening to Purple Rain saying, come back, Nikki, come back. Are you my Nicholas babe? My darling little energizer bunny, who want all the love he can get from me. Living for my pleasure, making sure I am the best of all that I am. The best of a divine feminine who cannot be mastered. Surrender, become the best of all you'll ever be. Under my royalty, Empress so imperial, I am living divinity. Fuck a bitch who really ain't me. Try to replace it and you'll see. But look, they can't be me. Ain't even bringing them heat. Everybody got a spark that makes them just who they are. Well, baby, I'm a star. Supernova from beginning to end, and then back to the start. Lie on your back, massive attack. Slow, gentle touch, give you such a rush. First look, you might run. Why? Cause I'm the shit, doll. Have you off your square? Love at first sight, love the first night. Will you still be in love, baby? Cause I need you how I want. You like that? Lie on your back. You know you like that. Massive attack. Cause I'm the shit. Slow, gentle touch. Give you such a rush. Lie on your back. Massive attack. Slow, gentle touch. Give you such a rush. First look, you might run. Why? Have you ever square? Love at first sight. Love at first night. Will you still be in love, baby? Cause I need you to move on.
And to
Oh
the
my
audience,
goodness.
I know you like that.
That was awesome. You came in like all sultry, and then that bass kicked,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
And then I was like, ooh, all right.
Yeah, yeah, it was coasting. Like I said, there's a sister track to that track, and it's more energetic,
Is that part 1 or part 3?
Part 1 has the
Okay.
the sister track part 1, and it still has like the 70s element. Dun, 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 dun.
I love that.
But it's like it's faster, and it's more I don't want to say it's more braggy, but it's like because also through the album I'm going through the feelings of like having a crush versus really knowing like, hey, hold on, I really like this person, to like, look, you are my person,
Right.
to like, hey, I kind of had to let you go, but if you want to come back when you get it together, um so like the first one is more like braggy and more like, yeah, I'm the shit, and you should be interested, but this one was the more vulnerable feeling of that same track, because now it's like it's past the crush, but it's very similar feeling, so that's how that one came to be.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to like watch this and listen to this again and again and check out all your other tracks. You
I
guys
mean,
do the same
definitely, because
thing.
just like I
Oh,
say in this song, like, I know you like that. I know
I know
if
you
you
like
give me
that.
a shot, you're gonna find something that you love. These are
That's right.
just like one track from each of the albums, and the albums have very amazing tracks. I have plenty of singles that, we haven't even touched that bring whole other energies. Like whether you're looking for something, I've done like a cover of Family Ties from Kendrick Lamar. I've done a Millie from Wayne. Um, I've done a Papoose track. Um, then I work with beat knockers a lot. So I have tracks with artists like I Rap, Finalize, a lot of those guys, in ciphers, and then just other collabs that I've done with artists that just bring a different texture, but all through like if you really give me a chance, and you're gonna find something that you like, at least one track, that you're gonna like.
Well, I found a whole bunch that I like.
And I'm so thankful. I'm so glad.
Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you wish I would have asked?
I mean, I think you've done an awesome job.
Oh, heck yeah.
Honestly, we have really been able to cover a lot of important stuff. Um, yeah, I think you've done amazing.
Oh,
And
this
I
is
hope you
awesome.
guys will like, comment, and subscribe
That's
because they
right.
deserve it. They're bringing you lots of amazing artists, and
That's
you want to
right.
stay tapped in. Don't be the person that when a person blows up, you're like, oh, be in the beginning.
That's right. Be
Hair
with
is
the
so,
journey.
yeah, be with the
See the
journey.
evolution because that is
Exactly.
beautiful.
And I'm telling you, they are bringing amazing artists. They are bringing you amazing people. They are amazing artists
Oh,
themselves. Like,
thank
be tapped
you.
in. Like, it's free. Give us your likes. You like
Yes.
us.
Go subscribe to Impress Divinity today. Check her out on all platforms. Like I said, this is an exclusive interview. Woohoo! Yes, seeing it first here on Angified Presents. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you for sharing the love. Yay!
I love you, oh loves. Do you have those? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have those? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I love you, oh loves. Do you have those? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have those? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love or hate. I'm gonna spread love